Hey Falcons, we're back with another monthly news update. In case you didn't know already, I'm your host, Ashton Coleman.
And I'm the other co-host, Sierra Bennett. Today we'll be updating you on all things taking place this November and the upcoming months.
Speaking of that, Liberty had the first ever Liberty Late Night, and it turned out to be a hit.
It definitely was. There was free food, drills, and scrimmages by the varsity basketball team, and a preview with the wrestling team. Prizes were also handed out to the random lucky winners. 400 students actually ended up coming, making it much more exciting than anticipated.
Wow, that sounds like a blast! Moving up to our next segment, it's about winter sports.
Yeah, winter sports started on the 13th, and we got the inside scoop on what it's really like to be a part of wrestling.
Let's take a look.
Hey guys, Ricardo here for LTV News Monthly, and here we're with
Coach Givens.
All right, Coach Givens, I have simple questions to ask you.
All right.
So, how many people are in the wrestling team right now?
Somewhere around 50, a little bit more.
So how do you qualify? Do you have to be big, small?
So actually we have a very wide range of people competing for us because there's 14 different weight classes ranging from 100 pounds to 285 pounds.
Okay.
A really unique group of kids.
All right. So what do you expect of the season?
I expect our kids to learn a lot, compete hard, and represent Liberty very well.
All right, you're here to hear it first. Peace.
That makes me even more excited for winter sports now.
Oh. Yeah, me too. Jumping into the next bit, the canned food drive is coming up November 27th through December 12th.
Make sure to bring your cans or boxes to your advisory teacher. The winning class will get prizes like gift cards for Dutch and even food.
Moving on, Veterans Day was earlier this month. We have the Veterans Day Assembly and hear some of the veterans' stories in the library.
It's always interesting hearing the stories they have from serving our country.
We also interviewed a couple of staff members from here at Liberty that are veterans.
Let's take a look.
Hey guys, Ricardo here for LTV Monthly News, and here we have
Officer Sousa.
All right, Officer Sousa, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. Is that cool?
Sure, absolutely.
What branch were you in, and why did you join it?
I was in the U.S. Coast Guard, and back when I joined the U.S. Coast Guard, the Vietnam War was going on. It was going on for a number of years, as we probably all know, and I was getting close to graduation from high school, and I knew that if I didn't do something quick, I was going to be drafted.
Right.
And I've seen a lot of body bags come back from Vietnam, and it's like, I really don't want to be one of those statistics. So I joined the U.S. Coast Guard, which, they did go to Vietnam, but we mainly stayed in the United States or surrounding our nation.
What is your fondest memory of being in service?
Oh boy, I love the ocean. I spent 7 years in the Coast Guard, and I think one of the biggest or the best time I had was being on the Coast Guard cutter Morgenthau, which is one of the biggest ships they had back then. And we did a lot of trips up to the Gulf of Alaska and patrolling that area up there, Bering Sea. It's different, when you're on a ship, you've got a lot of camaraderie with your shipmates because you're a team. And if you don't operate that ship successfully, you're hosed. So I think the sea service part was the best part of my life. Yeah.
Would you recommend people to join the branch you're in?
I would, because nowadays, it was a long time since I was in the service, but now all the branches have such great technology, and you can spend, whether it be 2 years or 4 years in the service, you can gather some of that technology and take it into private sector and just be phenomenal. A lot of agencies, for instance, police agencies and government agencies will give you preference points for military service. So you might as well go and learn something. And if you're not going to go to college, you can't make it to college, can't afford it or what have you, the military is a great place. I encourage it. I think the Coast Guard's great. We have a lot of veterans at the police department who have been Coast Guard veterans.
All right, you're here to hear first, folks. Catch you on the flip.
And important info for you juniors and seniors. There's an ACT and SAT on December 2nd and 9th, respectively.
If you haven't done them yet, be sure to get them done. What?
And finally, we're glad to let you all know that the Hillsborough School Bond has passed.
Woo! With this bond, the Hillsborough School District can improve schools and the experiences for students.
With that, we thank all of you for tuning in for another month of LTV Monthly. This has been your host, Sierra Bennett.
And Ashton Coleman, signing off. Okay, wait.